Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back. If there's one fighter who's lived that quote inside the octagon, it's Justin Gaethje. The man has traded punches with just about every killer this division has produced. He's knocked people out, he's bled, he's made other people bleed, and somehow he keeps showing up to the work like this health insurance covers brain damage. But here's the question: does Justin Gaethje actually have a chance against Ilia Topuria, or are we just watching another television execution? Before we get started, make sure to like to the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more than you think. And drop your prediction in the comments below. Who's winning this fight and why? Now let's get into it. Because when you look at this matchup objectively, things don't exactly look great for Gaethje. Topuria is younger, 8 years. He has wrestling base. His jiu-jitsu is miles ahead. He's faster. He has better cardio. And he has that low center of gravity that makes grappling against him an absolutely miserable experience. And I say that from personal experience. Not that I faced Ilia Topuria before, but against shorter fighters. Facing a skilled grappler who's shorter than you is awful. That doesn't mean Gaethje is completely out of the fight, because there's a reason he's still one of the most dangerous fighters in UFC. Justin Gaethje doesn't fight MMA the way most fighters do. He fights like somebody who just got told he has 15 minutes left to live. He's a brawler, the kind of guy who's willing to eat one punch if that means he's landing four, the kind of guy who believes that his chin is a renewable resource. And yes, there is absolutely a chance that he lands a bomb on Topuria's chin. Of course, there is. The problem is, pretty much everybody who's fought Topuria thought the same thing. Volk thought so, also Max Holloway thought so, and neither one of them managed to find that shot after multiple rounds. And we're talking about two of the greatest strikers these weight classes have ever seen. On top of that, we watched Gage trade hands with Paddy Pimblett, and he couldn't get him out of there. Meanwhile, most of MMA community agrees that Tupuria will probably knock Paddy Pimblett out without much trouble. And let's not forget, even Tony Ferguson managed to drop Gage. So where does the hope come from? Surprisingly, his legs. And I'm not talking about wrestling, I'm talking about kicks. Because there's a weapon in Justin Gage's arsenal that has almost completely disappeared over the years: low kicks. When Justin Gage first arrived in UFC, people talked about his shin bones like they were baseball bats. But over time, that weapon faded away. The last time you really saw him commit to it was against Habib Nurmagomedov, and maybe that's where the answer is. Because Topuria has a very boxing heavy stance, similar to Jack Della Maddalena. He places a lot of weight in his lead leg, and naturally, that opens opportunity for low kicks. In fact, both of Gage's title defense in World Series of Fighting ended because he destroyed his opponent's legs. And it doesn't stop there. The biggest win of his career against Dustin Poirier came from a head kick. The kick didn't even land perfectly. It partially hit the quad, and it still shut the Diamond's lights off. So there's a bet, a small one, a narrow one, almost invisible, but it's there. And before we continue, if you're watching this video and you're tired of looking in the mirror and see a physique that doesn't represent the person you want to become, I can help. A few years ago, I was just another skinny guy trying to figure out things. I can help ordinary people build strength, discipline, and a physique that turns heads. You'll find my contact information in the description and the pinned comment. Now, get back to the fight. If Gaethje wants to make the kick game work, he's going to need precision, because Topuria closes distance incredibly fast, much faster than the most fighters. Gaethje will need to create space, hide his attacks, set traps, make Topuria think one thing is coming before landing something else. Because if the Spaniard sees the kick too early, he'll either evade it or worse, check it. And if that happens, Gaethje is the one paying the price. But there's something interesting. Even though Topuria has never lost in MMA, he's not so perfect. If you want the best possible chance of surviving against him, there's one unique basic rule: avoid close range at all costs. Low kicks, body kicks, middle kicks can slow his movement down. Body shots and body kicks can wear down boxers' arms, reduce power, and create discomfort. Knees can also be effective against his trademark head movement and high boxing guard. On paper, all of that sounds great. The problem is, Topuria has already thought about all of it. And that's when I realized why this guy is so scary. During an interview while getting a haircut, Topuria explained how he builds his game plans. He sits down with his team, watches his own fights, and asks a simple question: if I were my opponent, how would I beat myself? Then he builds his strategy around the strategy he believes his opponent will use against him. Think about that for a second. While some fighters study their opponents, Topuria studies his opponents by studying himself. It's almost ridiculous. If Messi is an alien for soccer, Topuria is the alien of MMA. He's short, yes, but he's compact and absolutely lethal. And after hearing that interview, I started believing in Gage's chances even less, because we're not just talking about an elite athlete. We're talking about somebody who seems to show up to the test with the answer sheet before the exam even starts. So, over the last few months, we've heard countless predictions about his fight, but after looking at the styles, the physical advantages, the technical advantages, and most importantly, the way Topuria approaches the game, my prediction is simple: is Ilia Topuria by KO in the first round, second round at the absolute latest. Now I want to hear from you. Does Gaethje have a real chance, or is Topuria going to continue his match toward total domination? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a friend who also watches MMA, UFC, etc., etc. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Steven. I'll see you in the next one.